So, hello and welcome to this gameplay review. You gave me this link to watch your game. A little warning, I'm not that good in, English is not my native language, so I might do some mistakes. I'm sorry for that, but I'm trying my best. And you told me that this is your main map. I play this map often too, because that's what gets picked, I think, the most in higher elo and Face It, because I don't play matchmaking. So let's have a look at it. I've already seen some rounds. Uh, I've written down some stuff. Can't find the cursor here. So I think this is you. And let's watch a pistol round. What I've seen here is that you guys were only 4 people. Like there was a bot in your team. This is bad, especially in the pistol. And you're solo B. This is never good. Remember one thing. And the pistol round on Mirage, I'm just gonna call it Mirage now, I don't know the right pronunciation for this map on English. Um, you never want to play alone on B. It's the opposite. You sometimes you want to play as 3 on B, because B is very hard to retake since you have a lot of angles where people can hide. I think I'm gonna do a video about this, so some people of you can watch. Like, I can give you tips, good positions, good plays that are very efficient, even in higher elo where players have to react or don't know how to react. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do a separate video about this. Now I'm just focusing on your gameplay and just telling you like what's wrong or what's good, because I've seen you did some good stuff too. The first thing I've seen, like immediately, even when I watched you in the warm up, your crosshair placement is way too far down. Like you're aiming towards the ground a lot, and your crosshair placement overall is not that good. You should really maybe watch some videos about crosshair placement, or I can do one also. You guys can watch it, because that's a mistake that gets pointed out a lot for lower elo players. The crosshair placement is not how it should be, and it's not efficient. Why I need crosshair placement is because you can really save time when an enemy comes and kill him. And I think in CSGO, if you're a good aimer against good aimer, some seconds they really count. Like, yeah, let's just watch this. First thing I've seen, you failed to jump here. You should really practice this, because you're losing a lot of time up here. So this is not so good, because in the time that you're up here, one already crossed, or you just barely see him crossing, and this is not good. So you get panicked. And also this is not good to go up here in pistol, because they're gonna rush you. If they're out, you're in this position, you have like no place to go back, and this is what happens here. Like, you failed it. It's not that easy to go up, but with a little bit of practice, you can do it. Like they crossed, you're here. Now you have nowhere to fall back. You get one. This is really good. This is really good. Very important for your teammates. But that's the thing. Now let me tell you something. If you go up here, you either need to kill them immediately as soon as they go out. But the problem is, some of them are going to jump out the window. Some of them are going to come here. And the first thing high elo players do, they jump out of the window, they clear this area here, and they run straight to check backside, because this is a very dangerous place. And as soon as you fall off here, you're completely open. You're just going to get sandwiched. A good place to hide here would be here. This is really OP. And okay, you were alone. This is not that good. So, I mean, you're kind of excused, you know? Like, it's hard. Be solo in a pistol is, yeah, is really hard. And the good thing that you could do, like if you play with 5 people, since nobody of you is talking in game, I guess you're 5 premates. One of you just stays like here, like this, one here. You're just gonna face here and get it and draw attention onto you, because the players are gonna fight you. You can fall back here or hide. They're maybe not gonna check this player here. This works a lot of times. This is where I get a lot of kills. Maybe I can show you some clips of this. Like, this is very good. Or just do a crossfire. One here, or here. You can design. But this is the thing. If you play two people on one side, you need to have some kind of a crossfire that you can trade each other. Or if you're up here and really playing this position, one of your mates should be here. Because if you shoot from here, they're gonna know that. They're gonna probably see it and they want to push you. They're focusing you. They're maybe not gonna check, like in low reloads, that somebody is still here and he can just like catch them off guard and kill them. I've missed this round, but this is okay since I had some stuff to explain. They're buying a TP to 50. I think you guys understood the economics of the game. This is good. Okay. This is the new update anyway. It's not that bad to buy some nades in the second round. This is good. You're going 3B since they have rushed you being the pistol. This molly though was too early, in my opinion. The reason why is because you have two mates on short, and if you guys are communicating, they are gonna hear this, hear the steps in apps. So you could just throw it on their command, like I hear them pushing. Then you can throw it, because now you just threw away $600 for nothing. I think it's 600. I'm not sure. For nothing, because nobody was here. You could have saved it for the next round, since you guys are going to lose this. I can already see it. And yeah, like in general, remember this. There's always two people on B. One is responsible for apps, and one is responsible for short control. And the guy on short has always to help the mid players, like the player in connector, the player in window. So you have some mid control, because this is very important on this map. But yeah, back to you. The molly was early. I mean, this is okay. At least you are throwing nades. You're buying them. This is good. This is like better than most of low elo players, because they don't care about nades. They, yeah, they don't really throw them. Maybe they buy them, but they don't even throw them. And this is worse. Like if you die with full nades, this is bad, because you just threw away a lot of money. Let's go check this out. I think your mates on A are going to get rolled over. One is hiding, I see. Okay, got checked. He's dead. Oh, let's see this. There's not much you can do in this scenario. Just the best thing you can do in a scenario like this, since you only have a P250 and no armor and like nothing real to save, is make it as expensive as possible. As you can see, they bought AKs and the Galil. This is pretty expensive. Just try to kill them. Here, what I've seen here, your crosshair placement is something you have to work on. Like, you're going around the corners, never expecting an enemy. I mean, even if you know now that they're on A, planting and stuff, you should always be aware of your crosshair placement, because it needs to be a thing that is done by on like automatically, you know, like in your brain. It just has to happen, because that's how you can win a fight for unexpected enemies. And this is because you are expecting an enemy on every corner. They could peek you. I'm gonna give you a good example. I've seen this. Like, it wasn't a bad. Here you're aiming way too deep. You see, you're always aiming on the floor. You're not aiming on the corner. Like you see, you're staring at the wall now. The better thing would be, I'm gonna do a video on this. But like, you see how you're not aiming where an enemy could come? Like, here it's okay. Sometimes you're aiming, your crosshair placement is pretty good, but sometimes you're just aiming somewhere. And now this is, I have to slow this down. You see, you've seen an enemy is now here hiding in the ninja spot behind the box because you heard him shoot and your mate probably called him out. And this is what you do. You're aiming there. For whatever reason, he's not gonna peek you from that angle. Okay, he could jump up, but I doubt it. And even if it jumps up, your crosshair is still way too far down. You should either have it on top of the box, on the head level, if it jumps up, or the left side of the box where he's probably going to peek you. And I think this is going to happen. I'm not sure anymore because you're not aiming like in the time that you're aiming in the middle of the box. He's going to peek you, and you lost some time just fixing your crosshair placement onto the enemy instead of being ready, keeping your crosshair on that angle that he's going to peek you. You have lost the time that you could headshot him, and he has just free damage on you. In the time that you're fixing your crosshair onto his body, onto his head, he already maybe killed you or did some damage. This is maybe what will happen now. You see your crosshair is in the middle of nowhere. He's peeking you, you have to adjust, and you're dead. This is a mistake a lot of low elo players do. Now up to the next round. This is the first video ever I've done like this. I've never did something like this. So if I do mistakes, if I'm too fast, if I'm talking a lot of bullshit, just let me know. But I'm really trying to point out your mistakes here, or yeah, the good stuff that you're doing. Like here, the first thing I see, you're the B player, you're the BF's player, you have an M4 and no nades. This is not good. I'm gonna do this like this. I'm gonna act like this is a high elo game and these are high elo enemies. So you have to be prepared for everything. In lower elo, the best thing you know in higher elo, another player on my elo as a B player would have bought an FAMAS, armor, and some nades. At least a smoke or a Molotov in case of a push. But you have nothing. Let's see, maybe you'll not get punished for this, since yeah, they're taking mid control with 3 people mid. One of your mates died ramp. So this is very good. Your mate pushed BAPS, he gave you the info, you're rotating. I won't die more. One more died. The 0 frag players doing great work so far. Your CT. Now your crosshair placement is good now. Like, it's okay. You're aiming into the stuff and not on the corner, like on the edge of the things, of the boxes and the walls. But it's okay. I think with a bit of practice, this would be really good. Oh, this is okay. And you see? This was the thing. You got to kill that. Beautiful. Perfect. You've killed this guy. You could have killed him even faster with a better crosshair placement. But yeah, you can practice this. You got the kill. Everything is good. Let's go on. Now, okay. This is good. You're kind of jiggle peeking and pre-firing him since this is a headshot angle and he has an op. This is very good. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. You got surprised from behind. Galil is a weapon not a lot of players use, so they don't really know how to shoot with it. But you did a great job. You made him low. Your mate is full HP. He backstabbed you and you almost killed him. This is great work. It would be ideal if you killed him, but like it's hard to kill a backstabber, especially if you're not prepared. But what you did good was the jiggle peeking on stairs. This is something in lower elo people could really carry games if they're good aimers if they do that. Like this is I don't know if you watch FPL streams, but this is what pros a lot of times do. They jiggle peek a lot of corners, angles that an enemy could be, especially if you're playing against heavy AWP players. This can be so efficient to gather info, like if there's someone hiding or not. Now this is good. Oh no, this is not good because you bought no Kevlar. Let's see what you're doing this round. You have nades, this is good, but Kevlar is important, because especially against CZs and pistols, you need that, because they're just gonna spam you. Good job. Good job. Beautiful. Beautiful. You have the bomb. Now your mates should immediately rotate to you. And don't even bother what the guys on ramp are doing. Because if you take unnecessary fights, they're gonna die. Yeah, just like this guy. You're suddenly 2-on-2 with bomb control. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's okay. We're focusing on your performance now. Now you got some info. This is a good position. Like, this is probably one of the best positions you could have in this situation. Because, first of all, they have to get up to you. Like this guy. Nice. Beautiful. You have no Kevlar. He's low HP. Maybe you're going to win this. Now you've heard the steps and everything. You have all the info needed. Beautiful. But you're aiming again. You see, you're just aiming somewhere. Into the wall. Like, he cannot peek you from there. This is not where you should aim. You should aim on truck there and be ready for him to get up. Okay, he's saving. Lop. Good job, buddy. This was a good round. You did well there. Nice. Good job. You won the round without Kevlar. Good job. I have to put the volume up a little bit. So, on to the next round. Wait, what? Where's your M4? Never mind, okay. I got the MP5. Let's see what you do with it. Okay, you send the weapon, the strongest one, to hold one side. Okay. One thing, if you're playing with an SG, you never want to hold those far angles, like the long range aim fights, because against an AK, against rifle, you're just gonna lose. You're gonna get out, not even out aim. They're just gonna spray you down because you're not gonna like burst them immediately down with headshots because they probably are going to kill you. I think the thing you have to do when you're playing with SMGs is play a close range angle, like up on balcony on B in the corner or under the window, so you can get the most of the fast fire rate of the SMG. I think what's going to happen now is they're going to drop on B. They're going to have full control on the side without you giving proper information how many are there. Like, remember, if you have an SMG, play close angle and do as much damage as you can. Use it in the close angle. This is what you see on Pro Play 2 when they're playing against rifle. So, let's see. Going back, the bomb is on B now. Free side for him. Like you see, if you would have been under the window or on the close balcony, B, upper, you would have just killed the bomb and you had control over the bomb. I see. Long range, you're probably gonna die. Yeah, he saw you and you're dead. Okay. All good. Not much you can do since, I mean, you had an MP5. They have all AKs and you were alone again. Let's see the next round. You bought down to 1-6. One thing you have to remember is if you want to buy the next round, you're only allowed to buy down to 2k. so you can get rifle and armor. This is good. This is the angle you should have played last round with the MP5. This or the one on the left. Because you can get the most out of the fire rate of the SMG. And even with the pistol also, like run and gun, you know. That's good. You're probably going to win this round. Nice. Good job. I think on CT side there's with some positions and nades you could carry games with like probably alone, or you can hold the spot pretty much alone or do a lot of damage if you hold it solo. You have no Kevlar again. This is, I mean, yeah, let's see. They're all heavy mid. I'm just focusing on your gameplay now, not on the overall team. This is okay. So now you're rotating. This is good, since your mates on A died. I can't hear the comps, so it's hard to say when you should rotate or not, because I can't hear what information they're giving to you. This was a good peek by him, not bad. Could have been punished though, in higher elo, but all good. This round. Now I have 3-1. There's nothing you can buy. Maybe a pistol and Kevlar, so you're not below 2k. Now let's see what you're doing here. Okay. Okay. I think you could have just, like, in rounds like this, take control over Palace a little bit later, or if you, like in general, if you go around the corner, when you try this, don't go around the corner like this, you know, like, do it like this, here, like this, because the enemy is gonna aim here at this corner. If he has good crosshair placement, he's gonna watch this corner. His crosshair is gonna be on this edge, doing this. And if you peek him like this, you're dead. But if you peek him like this, in a wide, this is a wide peek. You're gonna wide peek him. He has to react to it because he won't have a reaction like this and headshot you immediately. Now he has to go there with his crosshair. And at that time, with a pistol, you're just shooting because the pistol is pretty accurate when you're running. So this could have been a kill. But I'm gonna do a video on this stuff like jiggle peeking, wide peeking, and like some plays that you can do on maps like in solo queue or if you're with premates. Now you have money. Let's see. M4, smoke, grenade, this is okay, and the kit. Beautiful. This is a good position. The thing is, if you're open to Palace, you're dead. You heard him jump up. This was okay. You got a kill. Take the AK. This was pretty dangerous. Turning your back to ramp, since you guys have no information where the other two guys are. Since your mate with the op is aiming towards Palace, I doubt that you had information on the two other guys. And just in general, if you have no information where the other guys are, even if it's a 5-on-2 or 5-on-3, 4-on-2, don't do risky moves. Like, don't turn your back to places the enemy could be, or an enemy was. Just in general. I probably have information because you have the bomb. And whenever you have the bomb, you should go and support your player that's on the bomb, just because of reasons like this. Now that he has the bomb, and you have to get it back again. Now you can do whatever he wants since you have no info. Maybe the short player heard him. Okay, he didn't hear him. Run back. Oh, A side is open. You're trying to jump on here. It's a useful jump if you manage to do it, but it takes some practice. Now this is the thing. If you're 3v1, just remember, it's good to play a position, like especially if it's a T, if he has to plant, play a position where it's a one frag position. Like hide in ninja, hide in the other side of ninja, I don't know how you guys call it. Hide in sandwich, hide in palace, and wait for the plant, and just kill him when he starts to plant. Or wait for your mates, let him plant. Give them information, hey, he's going towards CD after he planted, so your mates know, then it's a 3v1. Or just wait for him. Now he's on A. He can do what he wants since it's completely open side. He didn't even fake. He's taking CD. Good nade. See, your mate here has nades, Molotov, flash, nade. You could just have Molotov CD. Some of you could have planted, and this thing would have been done probably. Yeah, that's what I meant. Nobody was on A. You had no info, and yeah, this is not like individual gameplay, but team play. It's hard to say since I don't hear the comms that you guys are using, but it's okay. Go back to you. M4 flash without Kevlar. Just know this: if you're playing a good against good aimers, especially as CT, you need a Kevlar because you're gonna get completely destroyed without without Kevlar against an AK. This was a good crosshair placement. See, you have no Kevlar, and once they hit you, it messes up your whole recoil and like control of your crosshair. This is what happens. You're not gonna hit your shots, but it's okay. It's okay. We're here to learn. It's all good. I'm going to plant. Okay. Next round. I don't know if I'm too fast or something. You just have to tell me. Or you have to watch the video multiple times. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Like if you want general advice or something, just write me in Steam or wherever you want. Like you're on B again without Kevlar and a 4 and the smoke. And the smoke is not good and too early. Like if you're solo B and if you have only a smoke, the best thing you should do is to jump spot from car, and whenever you see an enemy, then you can throw your smoke. Because now you threw that smoke, nobody's here, you wasted it, and you're probably going to clear B apps, I think, or you're gonna hide in the okay. You're completely clearing it. Now, all your mates have info, probably they gave you the info. This is good, you're rotating immediately. This is a good move. It's gonna be hard because you have no Kevlar. Okay. Next round. I don't even know if my microphone is good. Shotgun, kit, and nades. This is good. This is beautiful. The best thing you could do now is to rush, since you have a good spawn, rush under pass, or hide in a close corner on B. Like under window, boost on default, boost on B apps like the close angle when you get out. Or this angle is beautiful too. Now this is perfect crosshair placement. Nice. Now you're aiming like... Sometimes you're aiming into walls where the enemy cannot be. This is good. This was good placement. Beautiful, you see? You didn't have to adjust, you just had to shoot. And this is a thing you could have done here. Like, I'm gonna tell you now what I mean with jiggle peeking. Okay? If you think that an enemy is down here, the thing you do is you go here and you jiggle him. You do like this. DA. DA, DA. You just show your shoulder. You're gonna see him. He's not going to react that fast and kill you immediately. You're just gonna jiggle like this. You have the info. You go back. Or you jiggle again and pre-fire him where you saw him. This is the same like if you're in Palace. On this angle as a T. And you jiggle like this. It's too fast. No clip. Like you jiggle like this. You saw the op. Okay, I'm not going to peek there. Because the op is there. And the op is not going to react as fast as you're jiggling. There are good ops that do that. But not all of them. Especially not in this elo. Now you have Kevlar and helmet. If you know that you're playing against AKs in general, you don't need to buy a helmet. You really don't need to buy a helmet. Because you're gonna be dead anyway with a headshot, so this is just wasted 350 bucks that you could have invested in a grenade or flash. Now see, you're aiming into a wall again. And here again, you should have aimed into the smoke, like where the enemy could sneak out. Because if in that moment that you were aiming into the wall, beautiful kill. If you would have sneaked out of the smoke while you watching or placing your crosshair into the wall, you would have been probably dead against a good player. This is probably some miscommunication. Unlucky. Next round. T side. Okay, let's go. I think you guys lost this game because your A players were not that good. It had nothing to do with you. You played well on rotations and retakes. You made your kills. This is CD smoke. Yes. I see you don't have the jump throw bind. But this is good. You had the bolts, you just went out. Watching Palace. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing you could do. I think your mates got wrecked. Like going out. I think they went out too early even before the smoke. Well, let's see this round. Yeah, I think your individual performance was on CD side was really good since if they came B, you pretty much killed them. You shut them down or you got 1 or 2 kills. The pistol round was unlucky. The MP5 round was unlucky, like bad positioning. But it's okay. Some miscommunication here. But this is good, the push on B. Nice. As soon as I get a kill, your mate should have been with you to trade you. Like as soon as you die, he should have come around the corner killing. Man, this is good. You lost so much time now. The rotation is coming in. The guy's already in kitchen. And you lost that fight. Okay. Like, there's so much stuff I could say about the whole team playing thing, but I'm now just focusing on the things I see that you are doing. It's all good. I don't even know what rank you are. I'm gonna see probably after the game, right? This is a lot of noise you've made there. If someone was close ramp, like next to the smoke, you see, this was good. This was good of you. You had the awareness that someone could push the smoke right there. This was very good. But they did even a better job because one, pushed you from the left side and one immediately from the right side. So you had no time to react onto the second guy killing you. And if you get that much information as CT, even if you have to give away one man, but you get so much information that ramp is clear, this is totally worth it. They did a good job. You reacted well. You did the best out of things, the best possible thing that you could have done. You did there. Good job. Next round. You have an AK without helmet or anything against CTs. This is never good, since the M4 is easier to control. And here again, your crosshair placement. It shouldn't be there. But I'm gonna do a video about this. No worries. We're gonna fix that. I think this is a big part. And you see what he did? He did kind of a shoulder jiggle peek. He didn't show himself, like his whole body. But you're drawing a lot of attention here, and your mates are able to plant on B. This is good. The guy behind probably gonna win the round. And this is good. You made noise on A, your mates went to B. Now you're mid, you can cut off the rotations if they rotate. This was a good move by you. It was well played. A little backstab by you. Let's see if you get the kill. So you could have just stayed with the AK. It's all good, you won the round. Good job. You hold back two CTs from rotating. Or thinking that it was A. This was good. You still have no Kevlar. This should be your #1 priority as a team. Especially if you're playing against M4s. Now you hear them going to tell us. You're waiting. This is good. You heard him drop. This was a good timing by you. You heard him going away and dropping, and you're immediately going after him in order to catch him off guard. Yeah, this was unlucky. All your mates died in mid, so if your mates would have stayed alive in top mid, like with 2 or 3, they would have never checked like A, maybe, and you could have got a kill, or could have gotten a kill. I think this is correct. Smokes, flashes. You're gonna smoke stairs. Flashing. Flashing. One thing you should remember, if you flash as a T, especially if you have only one man with flashes, go out with the flash, use it. Yeah, you see, this he did it. He played it very well. The city, he was hiding behind the smoke with a Mac 7, and he killed you. It was just the same. I would have played that too, like this, if I had the Mac 7 or SMG. So, what can I say? Like, on CT, you played really good. You kept the rounds alive, I could say. If you got peeked or backstabbed, you did the best out of it. This was really good. Your mates on A died a lot of times, like got multi-killed. This should never happen on Mirage, because the rotation way is way too long to then even retake 3v5 as CTs. And on T, I didn't see much on T, but just remember this: always look that you have Kevlar, especially on T side. If you have an op, it's okay to sometimes not have armor, but if you have a rifle, you have to, because you're gonna get out aimed by pistols, by SMGs. They're just gonna gun you down, because your recoil, your crosshair, and all that stuff will just get messed up. while they're hitting you. And uh, other stuff, like, I have some stuff here that I've written down. Oh yeah, remember, with SMGs, try to play close angles, and especially if you're a B solo player or B apps player, your nades should have priority over an M4 or a rifle. Go for the FAMAS, buy a Molotov or a smoke. If you have a Molotov or a smoke, and one of your mates is going towards short, you should always hear the guys in palace and B apps if they're pushing, so then you can throw your smoke or your Molotov. Not that early. But these are some things, like more advanced stuff that I don't know, probably I'm gonna do a video about this, and some people who want to learn can watch this. I'm really trying to help. I'm not the best player, not at all, but I've gathered a lot of experience playing in ESEA, playing FaZe level 10 on 3k elo, stuff like this. I have over 2k matches, and I've played against pros, FPL players, FPLC players. We've won against them, so I pretty much know a lot of solo queue tricks or behavior of players where you can really adapt or get better, because at some point we CS players all think the same, so you can be prepared for certain moves that people are gonna do, and the rest is just think of your form of today or of your aim or if you're on point and stuff like this. But overall, I think you play good. You really need to work on your crosshair placement. This is what got you killed like 2 or 3 times, where you could have gotten away with a kill, maybe even with a pistol. There in Palace, for example, or when you were aiming at the ninja spot on A, and not on the edge, where he was then peeking you and killed you in the time that you had to adjust your crosshair placement. But yeah, I think this was it for this gameplay. If you have a question or something, just tell me. Or if I could do stuff better, like pause the video more and explain. Because I was not sure if I should pause the video and explain or let it go, because long videos tend to get boring. But I don't know, like if when I watch demos for my team, or when we watch it with the team, it got boring because I don't know, you had to figure out everything on your own, and I think it's more interesting if another person gives you feedback about the stuff that you did. So, thank you for watching, and I hope that I helped you at some points. I hope you guys will listen to the advice I'm giving you, because I'm really taking this serious. I want to help, and these are things that I had to learn too. Like, really, these are things people told me, better players than me told me always. Look at your grenades, buy Kevlar, look at your positioning, crosshair placement, crosshair placement, crosshair placement. This is what I've heard 1,000 times. Or use your grenades, don't die with your nades, use your smokes, use them smart. If you throw a flash somewhere, use it to gather information or something. But this is, yeah, I'm probably gonna do a video or more about this. Thank you for watching. Bye.